Welcome to the show. Who's up next? Sunday, 10 a.m. Yeah. We check. Big fella in the chair. King talk, big glare. Gorilla army in the air. We all there. We all there. West Coast clock on 10. Pacific time we tap in. Best stories, best jams, real ones, not pretend. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Turn it up, let the whole block know. Big fella got the mic, it's a go. Gorilla army in the building, say whoa. Highlights hitting like a straight right blow. Interviews heavy, every question on goal. If you really wanna see who gon' blow, tune in, this the Who's Up Next show. Lights on, cameras tight. New star born live on sight. Big fella ass once talk right. We talk crime, we talk fight. Came from nothing, now they shine. Clip that moment, freezing time. Run it back, headline every Sunday, same time. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Turn it up, let the whole block know. Big fella got the mic, it's a go. Gorilla army in the building, say whoa.
Welcome. Thank you for joining your boy here on the Who's Up Next show on this beautiful Sunday. We got a great show lined up. I'm just happy to be here. Last week was crazy. We had to miss the show. We had a once in a generation, I guess, earthquake here in the valley. I know at my house we felt it. Like me and my dogs were looking around. We didn't know what the hell was going on. Felt like the windows were going to blow out of out of the house. My home, like, I'm in the southern valley, like the southern part of the valley. Sometimes airplanes, when they change the directions, they come in over my community to go to the airport. So I was like, damn, that's a plane that's flying super low. To be honest, I was like, maybe the house, the roof's going to get knocked off the house type thing. Turns out it was an earthquake. Who knew? So that kind of shut things down. We had to move everything to this week, but I'm happy about that because we got a great guest coming on today. And it gave your boy a break-ish because I still had to obviously complete college prospect work to do. No, we got a great show lined up. A lot of great stuff going on. Good breaking news from the NCAA. Our friends over at God, I cannot remember what their name is, but anyway, that did all of our NIL stuff. They just changed their names to Extra Sports or something like that. So we're going to update everything with their new information. It's like Extra Points or something like that. You'll see it here in a minute. But we now got them up. We'll start locking them in. A lot of changes to the show, just the way we do the lineup, different things like that, our tickers. A lot of stuff going on over at Complete College Prospects. There's a new hub and some other stuff being built out because it's always about making sure that you guys, you athletes, your parents, everybody get it, has all the information and can do all the things you need in order to get your kid to college or wherever they're going to go. I'm not going to give away any of our secrets that are coming up, but it's not, that we don't just do sports. It's not just about sports. It's going to be about teachers and counselors and everybody else too, parents. So it's an enormous thing. We just got renewed with our contract with the federal and state governments in the United States. So we're locked in and loaded to do what we got to do. But outside of that, yeah, we know the Special Olympics are coming up. Like it's right now, like the time is right now. You know how proud I've been of this sponsorship from us to them and this partnership between the show, between the corporation, Complete College Prospects, and everything with the firm, and just we're super proud of being able to participate and help to bring attention to the Special Olympics, especially since they're here in the United States and Minnesota this year. We definitely wanted to do our thing. I mean, they're here every 4 years, but Minnesota was kind of a special one, so we wanted to do our thing with all their partners and everything else. So it's been really locked and loaded, and we've been happy about that. And again, how your boy feel about about everything, right? I'm always happy to be here. My time has come and gone And so I always appreciate when people are like, they appreciate what I do, but I'm always appreciative of having the ability to be here today. Carrington didn't have to be on the show today. You know what I'm saying? This is why I always give athletes, I don't care. We don't do it like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be I'm gonna give you professional athlete time on this show. I always have, I always will, and exposure because I appreciate what they do, the work that they put in. We dive deep into everything about them. We're gonna go to your Instagram, we're gonna go to your X, we're gonna go to your TikTok, we're gonna find out some stuff. And once we know that you're that person, we're gonna put you on. And when we put you on, I want to give you the utmost respect so that you remember your first, right? You remember that interview where we didn't just ask you about a game, or we didn't just give you a quick 5 minutes in order to do something that we put into the show, but it's really about other stuff. When we put you on the show, it's about you. And so I'm always appreciative of the opportunity to be here and to do these things and to bring exposure to everybody and put them on the map. So yeah, there we go. Let's keep it pushing. Let's get to the breaking news. For once, you guys already know for about 3 weeks, I've been anti-NCAA news because I got tired of having to give bad news for the last year and a half. I hate when I'm talking to coaches or I'm talking to our rep over at the NCAA and I'm like, damn it, we gotta, here comes something else that I don't want to have to say, or that's coming in the next 6 months that I don't want to have to say, but I gotta say it. This is one time that's not like that, right? So over the last years, last summer is where it started. I told you guys, Olympic sports, Division I schools were starting to get rid of them because with revenue sharing, they wanted to focus on the money makers, football, basketball, things like that, right? A lot of things have changed, and I'm happy. I'm extremely happy for some of these schools to have gotten their stuff together and decided to change. So we now have Division I's picking up women's wrestling. We know flag. They're bringing back some of their track programs, like their soccer. I had young women last year that we helped to get scholarships to some big time programs that ended up getting phone calls because of the roster limits, and they just got edged out. And so being able to find them new homes and just see that these schools are starting to not panic and understand that you need to supply all of these sports. Don't get rid of any of them. Let your money makers help you make money for those sports as well. And if you promote them correctly, they will generate revenue as well. And some of the universities are starting to figure that out. So for once, I am not upset about the NCAA news. So let's get it. All right, let's talk about it. Under Armour is losing some of their sports when it comes to colleges and universities that they represent. It was bound to happen. Universities are now starting to turn their athletic departments into their own businesses. Some of them are starting to turn the athletic department over to bigger corporations to run them because there's a lot of money that is passing through hands in that situation. So that was bound to happen. As far as them picking up wrestling at a bunch of schools and some other sports, again, I think that's big for you young ladies, that you need to understand that the opportunities are there again, that the door is not shut, and that a lot of people are fighting to keep it open. So throw your hat in the ring, get that film out, make some contact with some coaches. Make sure you're showing up at the proper camp so that you can be seen, because there's a big change that's happening. There's been a huge swing back in the other direction to really make sure that sports for other male athletes that do Olympic type sports, and for women who do, because it's mainly Olympic type sports, that there's a place, right? That there's opportunity. Everyone deserves it. We've always, as Complete College Prospect, we've always thrown our backing behind making sure that it's all inclusive, and we're not cutting out any doors, right? When we speak to our reps to say, like, we want to see this. We don't want to see Olympic sports go away. We don't want to see, the newer sports, even something as simple as esports. We don't want to see those things go away because everyone doesn't play traditional sports, and everyone deserves an opportunity. And it's just that simple. Let's keep it. Nah, we're going to the Special Olympics. Look, you guys know me. I normally put the interview like halfway through the show, but she's chilling in the car. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I am when when they put it all in and they don't care about comfort and they're just trying to get that moment. I try to make sure that we accommodate people and stuff. So I'm gonna get Carrington on early. So stay here. Special Olympics.
Hi everyone, I'm Brock Faber and I'm thrilled to be an official ambassador of the 2026 Special Olympics USA Games in my home state of Minnesota. This event means a ton to me and my family. My sister Paige, who has an intellectual disability, loves the game of hockey, loves sports, loves any activity she can do, and she's a competitor. And I've learned a lot from my sister Paige, and I'm calling to all the champions out there. Athletes, coaches, volunteers, partners, fans, everyone, it's time to unite. We're counting on you to inspire, uplift, and make history, and to set a more inclusive future in motion.
Who's up next? You are. Who's up next? You shine that fire. Hard work made this moment sing. Love in the fight is everything. Who's up next? You are. Who's up next? You shine that fire. You got mud on your shoes and stars in your chest. Every locked door meant your very best. One more breath. You turn the doubt into something left. Hands in the air, feel that praise every mile.
Bring that Lynx game day energy this June, Minnesota.
Register to be a volunteer at the 2026 USA Games.
From the court to the community,
Let's make an impact together.
Hey, welcome back. Special Olympics again. You know how near and dear it is to me. Again, for my show, I'm extremely excited and happy and proud to be a part of representing the Special Olympics. As the CEO of Complete College Prospects, I pushed that through the whole company, the whole corporation. And it wasn't like it was a hard push. Everyone was on board. Everyone was excited. Everyone was happy. Everybody wanted to do all that they could. And so being able to be in the same senses with the Lynx, being able to be in the same senses with local police departments, being able to be in the same sentence with Jimmy Johns and everybody else that did everything that they could to help make these games possible is it's priceless. You know what I'm saying? It really is. There's things that come along in your life that you are happy you get the opportunity to do them, because if you weren't doing certain things, you wouldn't. Being a part of the Special Olympics and a partner in helping to do this has definitely been a point of pride in my life. So yeah, there you go. Special Olympics, watch it. It's this week. It goes for a minute. Minnesota, like, why not? I'm telling you, you see all these athletes that come on the show or that we feature, and they are special, right? These athletes that are on this show they're special in every way. That's the best part about what we do. We don't, just because you're a great athlete, if you suck as a person, we're not putting you on anything. You're not making it over on the magazine side with our partners over there. You're not going to make it on the Complete College CrossFit side. You're not going to make it over here on the show. You're not going to make it with any of our partners. Like, you're just not going to. We look at your village, right? That's why you always hear me say it on the show. We look at the people you surround yourselves, the things you do, your grades, everything about you, right? These athletes are just like that. They just have to try triple hard to do the same things, which makes it even better, right? Sometimes I wish that I could take athletes and introduce them to some of the Special Olympics athletes so that they could just see how much work has to be put in. But there's something else that I like more than even that. And that's the fact that I've said it on the show before. I've never seen one not smiling. When they compete, they just enjoy the ability to compete. They don't care. They literally don't care. They want to win. That's without a question, right? But when it's all said and done, what they're there for is to compete. When they show up at these Special Olympic events, they go and make friends. A lot of us forget that when we're competing, that there's still another person on the other side. There's other people that love this thing that you love. Today we compete, but tomorrow maybe we're hanging out. That part I absolutely love. And so, yeah, support your local Special Olympics team and whatever they're competing in. All right. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this star thing, and then after this we have Carrington. Let me get this thing out the way. I've been putting it off for like 4 weeks. I made sure we took a picture so you can see it. So everybody knows I train athletes, pro to college, high school, youth, whatever, right? So one of my youth athletes took it upon himself, I don't know who he thought he was dealing with, to go pick up this drink because he thought it would be funny for me to try it on this show. If you've been watching this show, you know I'm pretty basic. I don't experiment a lot. So he decided to bring this, right? Now, I don't know in what world someone thought it would be okay to make a pickle soda. But I'm gonna do it for this kid. I finally got the little opener, brought it to the show. It's crazy how much sugar they put in this thing. Like, it is like, I'm not promoting this thing as you should go get it, you should drink it. It is absolutely terrible for your kids. So I'm gonna do. They also brought a box of crickets. I definitely don't know why they thought that was gonna do it. Like, whatever the stupid box you get at the little gas station of crickets, you're never gonna see that on this show. Like, never going to see that on this show. I just want to be clear about that. All right. Okay.
The 3-star, 5-star situation, I've played with a lot of 5 stars. I've seen a lot of 5 stars that wasn't good. I played with a lot of 2 stars and 3 stars that was really good. So the amount of stars really doesn't make who you are. You know how good you is. You know, like, whenever you get the opportunity to present itself, you go out there and you show everybody what you're capable of. Yeah. So, and that's just how I attacked it.
I'm gonna talk about that taste is not gonna go anywhere. That's nasty. Adrian, I did that for you. That's terrible. People, don't even take my word for it and be like, I should go out and try this thing. Let me suffer for you. Don't do that. Ever. It actually tastes like it's like pickle is in there. Pickle is in there. And it's sweet. It's disgusting. Like, I could do the pickle. I can even do the sweet on the other side, but together, that's not a good combination. And I know he's laughing right now, right? But remember, I'll see you tomorrow for training. So we'll deal with that tomorrow, buddy. All right. Oh, let's see. Pickles are absolutely disgusting. I agree. Let me put the disclaimer in there. Like everybody else, don't try this at home. Don't. Just don't. It's disgusting. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the star thing. Listen, if you, who just made another comment? Okay. If you are worried about stars, I mean, I'm not going to knock it. We rate athletes all the time, but we don't rate them just on their athletics. At Complete College Prospects, you're rated on everything, right? So you're rated on your NIL readiness, your academics, your athletics, who you are in your community. Like that's what makes up your rating, right? So, but if you're worried about these places that are just rating an athlete as an athlete, don't. I'll pull back the curtain again if you want me to. I've done it a million times on this show, but let's do it again. I can tell you right now that I know a guy, and I'm not even going to bash the. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Who am I kidding? So I know multiple kids that are rated at 24/7 Sports that don't have stats. They're rated there because if you know a guy that knows a guy, there's ways to get in. I know kids that have amazing stats, 2, 3, 4-year varsity people that have not been rated on some of these platforms. They have the stats, they have the physical attributes, and they have not. But I also know athletes that have, again, been rated 3 stars and yet were suspended for whole seasons, didn't have any varsity time at all, but it just wasn't there. And I've already explained how it works. If you're rated on 24/7, you get rated on Rivals for football, you get rated at ESPN. They all run intermixed. They don't lie about it. It's on their website. So they run intermixed, right? So, or if someone gets an offer from let's say it's football and it's a Power 5, they're going to immediately get 3 stars. They won't even do the research on them. That's the facts. So for you athletes that are out there killing yourselves to try to figure out how to get there and you're not going to. Unless your coach is connected to somebody or your family knows somebody that knows somebody, there's too many athletes. Haven't you ever wondered why only a select amount of athletes get it? It's because there's too many athletes for everybody to look at everybody. So what they do is they base it on people that know people. Maybe they showed up at a camp, you were at that camp, they saw you, you got rated, but you're not the best at what you do. This is a fact. I've been saying it for years. You notice they ain't never tried to say anything back. There hasn't been a cease and desist. There hasn't been any of that because I've spoken with them. I know some of them. Like we run in the same circles of connections, right? So they know, don't do that because it's there. So for you athletes, just do you. Go out, play hard, train hard, get the grades. That's it. And then from there, you just got to put yourself in the right places so that you can be seen. You know, I'm sorry, it's how it works. If you're on the West Coast, I've already showed you the Division I map. From the Midwest to the East is full of schools, but from the Midwest to the West there's not a lot of schools. So if you're wondering why you're on the West Coast, you don't have as many offers as your counterpart on the East Coast, it's because they're surrounded by schools. It has nothing to do with you. That's just the truth. So when it comes to the stars, yes, get them if you can get them, right? If you can get them, get them. Why would you not? Because this thing is simple. When a coach, it's a shiny object. Like you'll hear guys and women come on and coaches will say things like, "Oh, I never look at the stars. Stars don't mean nothing to me." That's a lie. See, you don't want to have this kid that's over here with a star, with 3 stars, right? Let's just say 3 stars. You don't want this kid that's over here with 3 stars. You're like, oh, I don't look at stars. And then you happen to look over here and you're trying to get whatever. And then you find out that that 3-star turns out to just be a monster at whatever sport it is. You don't want to miss that. Those stars are like anything else. I'm going to do you one better. Have you ever noticed that nobody, like people aren't randomly trying to date you until you start dating someone else? For you, high school, junior high and up, right? You start dating someone and then all of a sudden everybody that didn't talk to you before is now talking to you because they see that someone has shown that there's value. It's the same way. If they see the stars, they look because it means someone saw value in you. Now, then things got to start trying to back up what they see, but that's how it happens. No different than if you could give one Division I offer, you're going to get a bunch of Division I offers. If you give one Division II offer, you're going to get a bunch of D1s and D2 offers. Same thing. It's just how it works, right? No. If as long as one coach says you could play college ball and whatever you do, somebody else is going to offer you too. There you go. That's how it works. That's why you'll see people go to camps where they know their uncle knows the coach or something. They're going to give them an offer that they know they're never going to let them commit to, but it starts the ball rolling. There you go. For all my coaching friends, if y'all mad at me, I had to say it. You know how I am on this show. I had to say what I had to say. There you go. All right, man, let's chop it over with character.
Who's up next? Who's up next? Turn it up. Yeah. You rocking with the best. This the Who's Up Next show. Lock in, don't switch. Spotlight bright on the grind and the pitch. Backstage story. Dreams get the kids live interviews with the big fella you can't miss. Who's up next?
You lace up slow, but you never quit. Morning in your eyes and fire in your grip. Track by track, you build that road. Every scar, every fall turns into gold. Hands in the air, feel that praise. Every mile a battle won a day. Heart on your sleeve, love in your stride. You came this far with the whole world wide. Who's up next? You are. Who's up next? You shine that far. Hard work made this moment sing. Love in the fight is everything. Who's up next? You are. Who's up next? You shine that far. You got mud on your shoes and stars in your chest. Every locked door meant your very best. One more breath. You turn the doubt into something left. Hands in the air, feel that praise. Every mile a battle won today. Heart on your sleeve, love in your stride. You came this far with the whole world wide. Who's up next? You are. Who's up next? You shine.
Hey, let's welcome to the stage Carrington Stevens. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Introduce yourself to everybody. Tell them what you do, who you are, whatever you want to tell them.
I'm Carrington Stevens. I play softball. I live in Niceville, Florida. I go to Niceville High School as well.
Okay. I'm happy to have you here. You were on the show in the highlights, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What made you, because you reached out to the staff, right? To say you're accepting your invite, right?
Yes, sir.
So because not a lot of athletes do it. It's insane to me. They have the opportunity, but they don't promote themselves. They don't push to get every eye on them that they can. What made you do it?
Just the opportunity. Like, it's just a great opportunity to get exposure, like, for people to see me and stuff.
I agree. I've said it before on this show. I've watched kids get offers from this show. Almost every athlete that has actually appeared on this show is, if they've graduated, they're in college. If they're graduating this year, like Leilani Phillips and them, they're in Cooper and all them, they're all going to college. So it pays, and that's why I like to give you guys all the time, especially for the kids that put in the effort to reach out. So I'm extremely happy that you did that. It tells me that you're real about this thing. Like, you're serious about what you're trying to pursue, and that's to be commended for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell me, so how is recruiting going currently? Because softball the coaches tend to come at you guys about, in the sophomore into your junior year, something. You know what I'm saying? So how's it looking?
So I'm just like posting, like getting, like trying to like get coaches to like look at my stuff. I can't like be talked to like really until like September 1st. So I'm just putting myself out there, hoping to get as many chances as I can.
So let me fix that misconception. I fixed it a couple times on the show. So coaches cannot reach out to you, but you can ask a coach any question, and it opens the door for them to answer any question. Cool?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So like yes, they absolutely cannot, but you can, for all you athletes, you can find out if a coach is interested, even though they can't really say anything, by if they respond to you when you start asking questions, if they answer stuff, if they say start following you, things like that. Just remember that. Like, so yes, you should be set. Do you think that things are going to go well? Do the signs say that it's going to go well?
Yes, sir.
Good. It's what I get from the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what I get from the film. But again, and we have some Division I and down coaches that screen our videos of athletes for different sports. So what I believe seems to be what they believe. So I was that does not shock me. What do you want to? I will not ask you where you want to go. Everybody knows that about this show. I won't ask what kind of environment you want to play in, hot, cold, whatever. Like, I won't ask any of that, because I want every coach that wants to talk to you to talk to you. But what would you like to study when you get there?
I want to do nursing.
Okay, awesome. Like, it's good. So the reason I ask these types of questions is because if there's a coach out there that's like, she might be too good that she won't consider my program, they now know that if they have nursing, they're in the hunt. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now they don't feel like you're too good for their program, or you'll do this or do that. Now they're like, wait, we have a reason to make an offer. I want every coach that wants to make an offer to you to make an offer to you. So that's why we ask stuff like that. Let's see. GPA. I mean, we know, but tell everybody else.
A 3.8.
People, you have watched this show long enough that you know that I'm not putting anybody on that doesn't have at least a 3.0, not because they're not good enough, but because you can't even really compete against these other athletes. She said a 3.8. So think about it. If I'm letting you on the show at a 3.0, you're really still up against it. You've got to get better. And I just want you guys to see that these athletes are because you play for your high school team, you got travel ball, and so you're basically year round, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you have a trainer too. I saw that. So like, this is like, I want these young boys and girls to understand that you put in a full-time job to perfect your craft. And because I want them that, I didn't say it to you before, I always do normally. There are young boys and girls that are looking up to you, because the athlete that they look up to the most is the one that they can touch, the one they can see every day. They look up to the big stars, but but the one that they see every day is the one that they can believe right now that they can be. And so I want them to hear what you do. So how many hours a week do you think that between practice and play and training do you put in?
A lot.
Yeah, yes.
I think
whatever
I would say like around 10 hours.
of just the training part and play.
Yes, sir.
And then when school's in, full-time student all day, or you don't have a short schedule, right? Okay, cool. So you got that all day plus everything else. So then during the school year, you're running on about what, like a 50-hour week?
Yes, sir.
And then you're every day, right? 7 days a week?
Yes.
It's something. So for you athletes out there, don't play at this thing. There's people that are serious at it. Nothing upsets me more than when somebody gets put on the team and they don't really want to be there. They just was like, whatever. And so they don't practice hard, because there's some kid out there that really wanted it and didn't get the opportunity. How do you feel when you're playing the game and when you're practicing? What's the mentality?
Just like, this is what I've always grown up doing. Like, I love to do it. Like, just keep pushing. Like, one day, like, what I ever dreamed of, like, will come true.
See, I love that. Are there other athletes in your family? Like, do you come from a bunch of athletes, or are you like the first?
I know my mom like played in high school, and then that's really it.
That's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? It always has to start somewhere. When I hear someone, because how long have you been playing?
Since I was like 9.
Right. So when someone starts young, it normally means that somebody in the family played sports of some sort, and they know that it's better to get you in younger. And so that's why I always ask that question. Like, is there other athletes in your family? What's the dream?
To go to college and pursue my nursing career as well.
Okay. So, I mean, I got to ask it to be fair. What if the schools that offer you don't have nursing? What's the plan at that point?
I haven't gotten that far yet, but like, obviously I have backup plans as well, like,
Okay.
in case.
Here's what I tell everybody. I really don't like when people have like a backup per se, because your backup is built into your first plan. So you can take generals and then transfer somewhere that does. You know what I'm saying? So just always remember that. The biggest key from high school to college is to get in the door, right? So if a really good school offers, that's going to put you on this trajectory of being able to play wherever you want to. Coaches know it now. So just remember that every school has your electives and your generals that you can take before you have to go do the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I know a lot of kids that are like, I'm going to go do this, and if the school doesn't have it, I'm not going to go there. And I'm like, wait, you do understand, like, there's like a year and a half of nonsense you have to take to get whatever you want, right? So be open to the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Florida's crazy. So what is it like? Here's what I know. Like, I've been there. You just have too many animals for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just how I feel about the situation. I don't have time to wake up to snakes or gators, or like I just don't have any of that in my life. And the humidity is insane. I don't understand that there should be any place on earth with that type of humidity. Well, you lived in it your whole life, but does it ever just get like, nah, I'm done dealing with this?
I mean, I'm like kind of used to it now, so it's like, It's not as bad. But
what animal have you accidentally run into in your life there?
A bear.
I didn't even know y'all had bears. That's new. So look, listen to me. I don't know what to do with that information because you were already the Jurassic Park of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a video maybe like a month ago, and this cop was walking through this field there, and like all these little lizards were running, and I didn't understand why he wasn't screaming and running. And he was like, "This is an occurrence here. Where do you have bears?"
In my backyard, going through my trash can.
Okay. I thought we were gonna say a park. Okay. I thought I legitimately thought you were gonna be like, "Oh, we were at a park. This thing happened." What do you mean in your backyard?
Well, like it'll like go like through like our trash or whatever, and then just leave.
You said that like this is regular. It wasn't a one-off.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, I gotta move at that point. That's crazy. Okay. So bears, gators, lizards, snakes. I know I don't want to know this. What else do y'all have?
Bobcats.
You don't have mountains. Where do they live?
Near our house, I guess. I don't know.
You and your parents should consider a move. You live in a very unsafe place. You know what I'm saying? Like have you seen one?
Yes, sir.
I have to ask.
It walked like in between our houses, so it was like 10 feet away.
So again, this isn't a one-off. This is regular.
I've seen it like 3 times.
Oh no. So I'm gonna ask the question because stereotypes are stereotypes. Like some black people like watermelon and chicken, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it is, right? Please tell me you're like not the Bear Grylls type of white people. Like y'all see it and you just stay in the house. Oh my God, you went outside? Oh, what are we doing?
We try to find it.
For what?
To see it.
What? Tell me what you were going to do if it happened. So let's take this for instance, right? You walked outside, you didn't see it, you knew it went through there, so you went to go look for it. Now what happens face to face? You've now run into it. What's the plan? I'm just curious. What's the plan?
Just to take a picture of it, I guess.
Listen, people. Everyone that knows me in my personal life, I told you, this is why I run. You will never see me get eaten by anything. That's like my fear. That's not going to happen. I'm not getting bitten. I'm not getting eaten. I'm not doing any of that because if I see it outside, I stay inside. And if it's inside, I'm going outside. Like wherever it is, I'm not going to be. I don't know what she's talking about. I have a whole new impression of her now. Let's put the film aside. She's crazy. There you go. Coaches. She'll go play anywhere. Oh my, you surf?
Not really, no, sir.
So you don't play with the water like that too?
I'd play in the water. I just don't surf.
Okay, hold on. So if you're at the beach, right? Because you're at the beach now, right?
Yes, sir.
You're at the beach. You guys are having a great day. And they say there's been a shark sighting, but like down the way, right? Down the way. Do you stay at the beach or do you go home?
Oh, I stay at the beach.
Oh no. Nah, come on, Carrington. Like where's the survival instincts? Where's the I want to live to get to college and play ball? Where is that instinct at? Instead of I'm going to stay here and we're just going to see if this thing happens. Oh my God! Come on now. The plan is Hold on. Oh wait. The plan is to snuggle it. Who is saying this? Brienne? No. We do not. That's a no. This is why the one dude that went to go stay with the Bears ended up eating. The lady that went with the chimp got her face ripped off. Listen, the answer is no. No. That's all I gotta tell you. Just apparently don't listen to her either. Carrington has issues. So tell me you play softball the same way you were adventurous with the wildlife.
Yes, sir.
So you don't care. I'm telling you right now, you can run a base. Seriously, your home to first is crazy. Like you put it to short and just, I'm looking like, oh no, she definitely about to be out right here. It's not even close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even close. You're gone and you're ready to turn and hit second. So what is your home to first speed? Do you know?
I went to a camp like last weekend and it was 3 flat.
Nice. Yeah, I saw you on one of the plays. You got a triple out of it, but it shouldn't have been a triple. Like it really shouldn't have. But you still like you're just so. I watched. I don't know who the young lady is, and I'm not making fun of you, but I watched one young lady. You hit it to short. By the time she picked the ball up, she thought to throw it and just gave up. Like you saw her just. You can tell she was committed. And that you were just so fast that she was just like, no, like I'd rather not make an error and she get another base. You know what I'm saying? Like she gave up on the play. So it's very impressive. Like your film is really good. When you're hitting, do you feel like you can put the ball wherever you want it to? Because that's what it looks like.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is on purpose. That's what I got. Okay, nice. Like you're good. We've had some really good softball players on here, like really, really good, and you're one of them. I'm gonna grade that video here in a second. So, and again, people, you already know what's about to happen. I'm just gonna change the grading thing. This is getting outrageous. I gotta up the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta up the bar because Mark and Kevin keep sending me athletes that are just, it's not fair. Like it's not fair. I'm gonna have to make like a 20. So that then I have some range in there because you know what I'm going to give her. If you saw the film, you know that you agreed to. So you pitch. What else do you do?
I don't pitch. I just play outfield.
You just play outfield.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when on the highlights where it was pitching, where she was striking them out, why'd you add that to your thing?
That wasn't me.
Oh, I don't know who put that in there then. Like, was it you at bat?
No, sir.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like, that didn't make sense. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to talk to some people. I'm going to go through your stuff, see what happened. So you play outfield where?
Yes, anywhere.
Okay. So would you be more of a utility type of, like you can play anywhere in the outfield?
Yes, sir.
What's your prep? Ooh, no, don't answer that. Give me your batting average. Let's do that. I'm trying to make sure we don't ask things that'll eliminate some offers. So you're willing to play everywhere in the outfield?
Yes, sir.
Batting average?
I finished my high school season with a 520.
Ooh. Okay. So would you say you're one of the top 2 players on your high school team?
Yes, sir.
How'd you guys finish this season?
For varsity, we got second in the state.
Nice. Okay. So your team is actually like really good.
Yes, sir.
Wait, though. Because the question isn't, are they really good? Are they going to be really bad in a little bit? How many seniors are in your class on the team?
In my class, there's 2.
And how many? Okay, so that's not a bad drop off. Okay.
But the class that's going to be a senior next year, there's like 11.
Oh. So your senior year, y'all don't have high hopes. 11 is a huge amount of kids for softball. You know what I'm saying? 11 is big.
Mm-hmm.
What's the JV look like?
It's pretty good.
Okay. Like you're confident they're gonna help you look good your senior year?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. That wasn't super confident, but we're gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? Just help them. Like that's what I would recommend. Just help them as much as you can because you're gonna need them. 11 is crazy.
Yes.
How many of them are looking? How many of them have offers currently? Of the 11. Of the 11.
A good bit of them. Like 5, I think.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. So do you think you guys are gonna win state next year?
I think we have a shot.
You have a shot. Who did you lose to?
Winter Springs. We lost to them last year as well.
Man. Okay. What can you not overcome about that team?
I guess it's just like we can't hit. Like I guess it's just their pitching's like really good.
Are you the best hitter on your team?
I don't know because there's like really good like big girls that are like one of them's going to like South Alabama and stuff.
Okay, nice.
So she's like.
I mean, you're not a slouch though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the hunt. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're. What? Okay. And we're not picking on you. Not you. The girl that I'm about to bring up. Who has the? No, we're not going to say that. What's the worst batting average on your team? Let's not say a name. Let's just say that.
Like a 124.
On varsity?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so they're on varsity just because they're in a certain grade.
I mean.
Okay. It's how it is these days. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying anybody's names. So, okay. Do you think you guys can fix that between now and next season?
I'd say so. We have pretty good like coaching for hitting and
okay.
stuff.
I mean, they're not going anywhere, obviously. Do they have a bunch of seniors that graduated this year?
We had 3, 4.
No. I'm saying on the other team, the
state
champ.
I think like 6.
Okay. I mean, it's still a chunk. So, is their pitcher leaving?
No.
Oh, so the Nightmare will be back next year.
But we're moving up to 6A, so I don't think we'll have to see them next year.
Okay, but what's the competition look like up there?
I don't think it's any better than what we saw this year.
So you guys should be able to come in and, to be honest, fairly soon, quickly compete.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. What made you guys decide to move up?
We just had to because of our like student count at school.
The student count? Yeah. So it's automatic in Florida. If you hit a certain number of students, you have to move up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's better for you though when it comes to recruitment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, it really is. Why softball?
I tried gymnastics. I tried basketball. Not good.
Okay.
Definitely softball was. I tried it and I tried Little League, and then I got into 10U travel ball, and I liked the coaches there, so then I just stuck with it from then.
Okay. I mean, apparently it worked out. I know your schedule. Soccer and softball for girls tends to take up so much time that a lot of you guys don't end up doing a second sport. So you don't have a second sport at all?
No,
okay.
Sir.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's ask some fun questions, right? You're not at home, so I can't ask certain questions, but that I normally ask all the other athletes, but let's go with the eating thing. I got my fingers crossed. I'm on a streak of people not saying a specific place. So I'm trying to see if we're still there. Great game. Going out to eat. Favorite spot. In Florida. Not that you guys wouldn't travel. So we'll keep it Florida, not because obviously another state you might have something else. So Florida.
Okay, so definitely not Mexican food, but I would say definitely Whataburger because I like their spicy ketchup and stuff.
Thank you so much. You are in 4 years, you're the second athlete to say I love Whataburger.
Me too.
I grew up on it. I absolutely love it. And people don't understand. And I'm like, you need to have good Whataburger to understand. Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite items at Whataburger?
I just go for the cheeseburger meal with some spicy ketchup and a sweet tea on the side.
Nice. God, yeah. Okay. Now, same thing, but it's a home cooked meal.
Ooh. I don't know. I like my grandma's fried pork chops. Those are really good.
If you watched this show last week, you know I love her. You know what I'm saying? Because so you guys, you suck. The guys that have been on this show with Chick-fil-A, you suck. But apparently the two softball girls, pork chops. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a delicious meal. If you haven't had it, you better try it. And make sure you get it from somebody that cooks it well. How does your family make it?
Just I don't know. It's like my grandma. She makes it. I don't know. It's really good.
Does she throw gravy or anything on it?
Mm-hmm. She puts it on the side for if you want it or if you don't want it.
Yeah. What's she gonna? What? Because it's grandma, so I know we in for something good. What's on the side?
It depends. There's mashed potatoes or corn. Sometimes the potato au gratin or whatever.
Yeah, man. Tell your grandma I said she is a wonderful woman.
I'll do that.
She did right. Because the rest of these people don't understand. You said all my favorites was in there. You said corn. I don't know why people have a problem with it. Oh, rotten potatoes. I don't understand. And mashed potatoes, just get out of here. I can eat mashed potatoes any day, all day, every day. So it's yeah. Okay. Now you're out of town. Same question. Any place you want to pick, whatever on your travel team, wherever you guys go, and you just happen to have come across a spot that you really like somewhere else. What is it?
Canes.
Who am I talking to today? I could be talking to myself. I could literally be on the other side of this, giving myself this exact same interview. People don't understand. I love Canes so much that I was like, I'm not giving them that 60 cents anymore for that stupid cup. I went home and figured out how to make it. You know what I'm saying? And I love cane sauce. I'll pump it into my veins if I could. It's so delicious. You don't eat that coleslaw, right? Mm-mm. People, okay. We're big time now. We're big. You batting 100 right now. What's the switch? If I switch out that coleslaw, what am I going to get?
Extra fries.
I knew this was going to be a good interview. I knew this was going to be a good interview. You good people. That's what I'm talking about. Coaches, you know she's a winner. I just want y'all to understand this. It's on all the right spots. Well, except for the wildlife. We cannot ignore the wildlife. Please put her somewhere where there's a city, or you might come up missing a player one day in her free time. So just take that into consideration, coaches. Take that into consideration. All right. Outside of that, good stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about. What y'all doing at the beach today?
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. What are you guys doing at the beach today? Do you have practice or anything, or are you just hanging out at the beach?
I'm just hanging out. I get a free day today.
Nice. I mean, that's a good thing. Seriously, I don't understand. When it comes to football, is easy, but when it comes to basketball, softball, soccer, wrestling to an extent, I don't understand how you guys exist, because the amount of time that you play, it just seems like it would almost be too much. because you're just constantly going. How many times a week do you train? Like with your personal trainer, not with your team.
Oh, so I do like once a week, but like sometimes like if he has like an extra opening, then I'll do like twice a week, just like before like a tournament or something.
Yeah. Okay. Do you tell everybody what you do to relieve the stress? Because no matter what level you play at, with everything else going on in your life and in the world and just in general, how do you deal with the stress? What do you do to give yourself time to relax?
I just like I don't know, I just like hang out with my friends, like just like remember that like softball is just a game, like it's like not something to like be like, super like stressed over about, but like still like make sure I like put in the work and stuff.
Okay. What would you say to young athletes that are considering starting to play sports?
Oh, definitely do it. Just like make sure like you start like make as you said like make sure you start young. Just like make sure you do put in the work. Like it takes a lot, but once you get there, it's definitely worth it.
Okay. Trying to think what other question. You're a great interview. I meant here. Let me give you a grade. I don't want to forget it. Everybody knows what it's going to be. So. The people that I give the 10 to, I want everybody out there to understand these are the people, these are the kids that I know one day I'm going to get a chance to say, welcome to this fraternity of collegiate athletes. I know they're going to get the title. That I have zero doubts about that with you. Like I know that here shortly you'll be on the board, and then I know that here in a couple, because we'll keep following you, obviously. So I know that I'll get a chance to say, welcome to this thing. It's a very special thing. It's a very special title. And it's not that the kids that get a 5, a 4, a 3, that they're not going to get there. It's just that there's still some work to be done. And she literally has some work to do. That's without question. But based on what I see today, if you ask me today, I'm going to gamble on that she is definitely going to become a collegiate athlete. Like I have zero doubts about that. Unless she does something crazy like die and mess it up, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I truly do believe that. So I had to give you 10 gorillas because the personality is there. I think that any program that brings you in is going to find that they definitely added to the family environment that they are and that they're trying to build, and you won't take away from it. You're not going to be this plague on the program. I believe that from a skill set on the correct part of the video, that I personally believe that you're going to do well in college too. And I don't see a place that would be a huge drop off. I know a softball coach that coaches college right now that's watching the show, and she would have already said something. If it was different, I'd have got a message. You know what I'm saying? So, so I know that she agrees wholeheartedly. And there's another coach at a big time softball school too that she also would have sent me a message. So I know that I'm comfortable saying that. How is your support system, your village?
Oh, it's great. It's definitely like they're so supportive over everything. Like they go to everything. They travel with me to like all the tournaments. Like every
Good.
game, always at.
Okay, so when you go to school, whether it's close to home, far away from home, you're gonna be comfortable. You're not gonna be homesick where you're running away because your village is good. It's strong.
Yes, sir.
There you go, coaches. No midnight train for her. If you've watched this show, you know what it is. Yeah, I feel solidly about all of that. GPA is on point. You're gonna try to push for that 4.0 before you leave?
Oh, definitely, yes, sir.
See, I love that. I absolutely love that. Are you taking any college courses, or are you just sticking to your high school courses?
Just my high school courses for this year.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. If it's about whatever you can take to pass. I'd rather see an athlete not take college courses or not take AP courses if they aren't sure that they're going to be able to handle it with the pressure of everything else. Because it shows that you're mature enough to understand what you can handle. And that's important because when you get to college, there's no one sitting there telling you, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that level of maturity is rare. It really is. It's a rare thing. So I appreciate that. I'm just trying to make sure I get all the points that I want coaches to know about you and what I see. I guess what I would say is, who would you like to shout out for you being where you are?
I'd say my dad. He takes me when it's one-on-one training with my coach. He always is taking me places. While my mom's at home with my sister. He's great.
That's it. I'm trying to help you out. That's it. Just that.
Oh, definitely. No, my mom as well. I thought I could just do one. No, okay. My mom is like this week, she's going with me to Chattanooga. She's taking me to a camp before, just make sure I get all the extra exposure that I need to succeed, definitely.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
And then Coach Jimmy, my hitting coach as well. Okay. I've been with him for 5 years now.
No, we're gonna do the extra for that. What is his name? What is his? I'm assuming he trains a lot of athletes. So what's his brand?
So his name's Coach Jimmy, but he doesn't have a big brand. It's just somewhere in my small little town. Just a lot of people do go to him, but it's not this big.
That's okay. I just want you to give whatever will help other people. Look, you're a great product. Whatever he's done to assist in that, I just want you to take the time to give his information so that other people can come see him. So do what you got to do. The platform is yours. Go ahead.
His name's Jimmy Opitz.
Okay. And he's at where?
Niceville, Florida.
Nice. Okay. I just want to make sure. So is that the last shout out?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you sure? Think about your village. Think about all the people that helped you get to today. Think about your village.
Okay, my coaches and my teammates for my travel coach and high school coaches, and then all those girls, because they're two, high school's a different set of girls, and then travel's a different set of girls. So definitely gonna shout out both groups. They're definitely great.
I just wanted to move. I knew you would get there. I just had to give you time. I just had to give you time. I knew you would get there because your village is strong and they're all part of it. You couldn't be who you are today without all of those people in your corner. Tell your parents they're doing it. They're doing an amazing job. You are very well spoken. Definitely bubbly, crazy, absolutely crazy. But fun crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely somebody people would want to hang out with, get to know, watch play. And you seem very down to earth. That's a testament to your parents and the people around you and your grandmother that are all pouring into you. And I love it. So please let all of them know I said they are doing a wonderful job, an absolutely wonderful job. I'm going to be watching. I'm definitely going to be watching. So when's your next tournament? You said it's this week in Chattanooga?
This weekend, yes, sir, in Chattanooga.
Okay. How do you think you guys are going to do?
I think we should definitely compete with the teams up there.
All right. Make sure you tag me and let me see. I want to see what you're doing. I'll definitely put your film back up and whatever. And I just want to see how you guys do throughout your season. No, you've been a great interview. I'm extremely happy that you reached out and got on the show. I'm not disappointed in this at all. I think your future is bright. It really is. I hope you take that to heart and just don't mess it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Seriously, like it makes my day when I get to speak to the young athletes that are on the ball, like really on the ball. So no, just keep doing what you're doing. I can't wait. I'm serious. I cannot wait to be able to say congratulations. Like I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be watching the entire thing from the time that offers start rolling in here shortly on. Like I am super excited to see where you end up committing to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you looking at, do you think you're going to commit this year, or are you going to try? Don't play with it. Don't. I've seen people mess it up. So if you get the offer that you're looking for, take it. Like seriously, don't play with that thing. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go enjoy your weekend. Have fun. I really appreciated having you on the show, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're welcome. Bam. All right. Welcome back to the show. That's Carrington Stevens. We're going to talk about that film. We're going to have to go check that because I didn't think she was on the pitching side. So I want to make sure we fix that up and take care of that. Hold on. Great interview. Yep. She did not forget her teammates. She locked that in all the way. Extra bread. I'm going to do it. Well, I can't do extra bread when I'm trying to not blow up, but I guess what's the difference between bread and fries? It's all delicious, so who cares? You know what I'm saying? Extra bread and extra fries. Let's see. Yo, hey man, listen to me. Don't be like Carrington and be out there in the wilderness. Just telling y'all, stop that. Stop that wilderness stuff. It's craziness. She said she went to go see the bobcat. That's not a cat. That's not a tabby. That's a eat you cat. So nice young lady. All right, back to the show. Let's get it. Let's bang out the, you know what it is, man. Look, if you like the show, subscribe to the show. She's a great interview. I love having people on that are great interviews, that are well-spoken, that have a good head on their shoulders. I absolutely love it. And I've been blessed to have had a bunch of young athletes on here that really have it together. Like I said, Kevin and Mike Butts, Kevin, Mark, are all doing things to me that shows that they really invest time in getting to know these athletes because they've never failed. They're batting 100. They've never ever failed at sending somebody here that wasn't just a great human being in general. So again, mad love to them on what they're doing out there. You're going to get a chance to see some more athletes that they got coming. After the firm, you're actually going to see Watchtower, Kevin Mose.
You've been putting in the work, late nights, early miles. Got the fire in your chest, got the hunger in your style. Every drill, every class, you show up in your grind. Now it's time to get seen, put the world on your line. You need the right move, need the right door. Be the name that opens what you're fighting for. No more guessing, no more waiting. The path is clear, and it starts with the firm. CCP on your side. No other option. We get you noticed. Why? Best in the business. That's the word. That's the truth. Exposure scholarships. We make it happen for you. No other option. No other option. From the field to the field to the field to the classroom. From the dream to the offer. We know how to build what takes you farther. Athletes, students, got a future to claim. When you want the spotlight, call the firm by name. You need the right move, need the right door. You're the team that knows how to do more. No more guessing, no more waiting. The path is clear, and it starts with the firm. CCP on
Welcome back. You know what it is, the Who's Up Next show. I'm your boy, the big fella, the Gorilla General. We had a great interview with Carrington Stevens. She's an amazing athlete. Just honestly, she really is an even better person. And again, I stand by my rating that she's going to be an amazing addition to whichever school is smart enough to make this young lady an offer. She has a great support system. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about whether she can acclimate to your system or not. I think she's going to be just fine. And she's on top of her numbers and what she does. She's realistic about where she is, how good she has to get, and where she wants to be. If you've got nursing at your school, you definitely are in the hunt for sure. Like she's committed. So coaches, when the door opens and it's time and the contact period begins, do your thing. Do not wait. Contact this young lady. I was supposed to be running so many things across the bottom of this thing. We have all these new banners these tickers that are supposed to be going throughout the show. There's so much. Like I said, I'm gonna end up having to get another like manager that does all the computer stuff, so that then we're not missing out on anything. Because for the longest, we've had stuff like, let's go to the media. We've had everything from the applause was supposed to go during something if we needed them. Like there's so much that's being put up in here, and your boy just ain't gonna run all that. So I got to give me another engineer to run the show. Let's see. We're about to get to Watchtower, but before we get to that, I did want to bring up this drill thing, right? So parents, every person out here with cones calls themselves a trainer. They're not. Everyone that has, cones in the gym isn't a basketball coach or, on a field of soccer or baseball, softball, football coach or a trainer, but everybody claims to be. This is the product that happens. I had to go see this video a couple times because I just couldn't believe that it actually was a thing. And then it turned out to be real, and that was disappointing. This is the product you get if you don't pay attention to who's coaching your kid and what they know, right? It's about the information. You don't have to play the sport to be an amazing top tier coach or trainer. So I want to get rid of that stigma right now. You can study your butt off and be way better than someone that played the game. A lot of times players don't make good coaches. But this is unacceptable.
What the fuck?
Listen, one, I don't understand why he calling out who he wants to go up against in the drill. Two, it's not even a real drill. It's like a pillow fight out there. And I'm sure that their record shows it on the other side, right? I get that we don't want to have a lot of contact, especially with like football. I get that parents and coaches are on this thing now, but it's a contact sport. If you don't practice how to do the contact, everybody's so afraid of concussions that they're not paying attention to. The only way to not get a concussion is to learn how to do it properly. You can't learn how to do it properly if you are doing it as a joke. That kid can't compete. Then you turn around and all of a sudden you have these parents that are like, it's not fair. Now they want to complain about the kid that's a holdback. Why? That kid, it's legal, so why not? You know what I'm saying? Do it if you can do it. I wouldn't want your kid to graduate at 17 if they could graduate at 18 or 19 and then go compete at a top tier school. Why would you do it any different? But at the same time, your kid's not going to be able to compete when they're learning something like that. Their coaching staff the whole team should just be torn apart and put the kids somewhere where there's some real coaches to teach real stuff. So I I want it to be real. You know what I'm saying? You heard Carrington about her schedule between school, training, games, practice, all that stuff. She's putting in the work, and that's what real ones do. But it's real work. I've seen her training film. Like I don't know what happened on the other thing with that last like 30 seconds, but I've seen her training film. She's always working her butt off. So please stop this. And whoever sent me the video, no, keep sending them because I want to be aware of them and I want to make sure I say something. But if you're going to send me those videos from now on, send me the video and the team. Like, send me the team name. Something's got to be done about this. Somebody got to stop something. This is ridiculous. All right. Let's see. We banged out the firm. We hit this conversation on stars. We're going to Watchtower. There's some good athletes in here. I got a whole list of them too. Like, I don't think you guys understand. When you see me put up athletes especially for like Kevin, if you see me put up 3 athletes, there's 20 athletes sitting in the DMs waiting in line that he's already got in there ready to go. So we're just constantly pulling them. But he keeps that list fresh with a bunch of athletes that are doing things that he's talking to, got photos with, doing everything he can. He knows them. And so we're running like that. And Mark is the same way. Mark is everywhere. And he makes sure to get his list is full of athletes as well. So if you haven't come up and they told you you're coming up, you will be coming up. I just want you to know that when they're working, like they legitimately are working. Watchtower, Kevin Moses.
Get it. Kevin Moses on the line. I doing a new shine. From the fields to the track, from the bench to the mat. Seen the work, seen the scars, seen the names, seen the stars. Missed by miles, found by the sight. He bring them up to the light. Not low, not low, not noise. Real sweat, real poise. From Lagos to LA. One more name today. Look up, look close. He don't miss those. If you been hitting, now you get yours. Watchtower. Kevin on the Watchtower, shining on the ones they missed. Now the whole world get the list. Watchtower. Kevin on the Watchtower, diamonds from the hidden side. Now they stepping in the light. From a small town gym to the biggest win. From the sideline hush to the crowd going up. Long flights, hard nights, bare feet, fire in the eyes. Every continent got one, every story got a run. He point that beam, let the future gleam. If they slept on you before, now they hear your team. Look up, look close, he don't miss those. If you been hitting, now you get yours. Watchtower. Kevin on the Watchtower, shining on the ones they miss. Now the whole world get the list. Watchtower. Kevin on the Watchtower, diamonds from the hidden side. Now they stepping in the light. From the low road to the front row, he call your name in the room, no. One light, one mind, one more dream in time. If you've been waiting for a break, this is your sign. Watchtower.
Hey, another great series. Every athlete that was in there, Aaron, let's talk. Every athlete that was in there, you know you have an open invite. Carrington took her seriously, got on the show. If you're in any segment on this show, you have an open invite for interview. Elijah, we haven't forgotten about you. We're going to try to set up that pre-recorded because his schedule is crazy. We saw him, I think it was 2 weeks ago. He's already hit us back. We're definitely going to set up that interview. His schedule is just so crazy that we got to do it during the week, and then we'll show it on the show. But yeah, man, if you've been featured on this show, please lock in, get with us, and get yourself on the show. Let's see what's up. We showed this drills. I'm so disgusted by the drills. I don't know what to do with that. Like, I legit don't know what to do with that. All right, man, let's get into this stuff. So, I'm putting up AI every week on this show. I want people to get in front of it, understand it, do what they have to do. As a corporation, with Complete College Prospects, we integrated AI into most of what we do, in order to generate things that work without needing we don't want bias. When you get rated by us, we never want bias. The only thing that human beings actually comment on is the film. Outside of that, everything is, these are your numbers, these are your measurables, this your GPA, these are the classes you're taking, everything else, and it's all inputted into the algorithm, to let it, with the feedback from the film, to get you your score. So that we don't want there to ever be favoritism shown. And with the growth that we're doing now, it's made everything, it's invaluable. I'm not saying AI should never replace people. It should be something that goes hand in hand. But if you run from it, it will replace people. There was a musician this week that said something that was crazy to me, but it made so much sense, because he said that if we're not careful to understand AI and to make it a hand-in-hand thing, that there may come a time where the genre of music isn't like rap or country, it's human. This is from the category of human. And that to me blew my mind, because it was like, it never crossed my mind that something like that could happen, where we're so obsolete that we can fit into a category as a species. And that was crazy. And that would be a problem. So understand AI, get your hands around it, control it, don't let it control you. But AI is definitely a thing that's not
profoundly more powerful than it was just 9 months ago. To be blunt, work that we would usually do with people with masters and PhDs in finance over the course of weeks or months, being done by AI agents over the course of hours or days. So these are not mid-tier white-collar jobs. These are like extraordinarily high-skilled jobs being, I'm going to pick a word, being automated by agentic AI. And I got to tell you, I went home one Friday actually fairly depressed by this, because you could just see how this was going to have such a dramatic impact. And when you witness it in your own four walls, when you see work that used to be man-years of work being done in days or weeks, it's like, wow.
I'm in the middle of a lawsuit thing, not towards me, but me towards someone else. And the reason that I hired my attorneys is because when I was in a room with a closed door, I heard them, the staff walking around conversating, and the first thing that one of the attorneys told the paralegal was, go ask AI this. And I knew then that those were going to be my attorneys, because they aren't leaving something on the table, right? They know that they don't know everything, or they have access to it, but they don't know it. So they would have to go look through books and do all this other stuff to figure out certain things. But instead, my attorneys are using AI correctly so that they can get quick answers to assist me in the case that is absolutely necessary for an injury. You know what I'm saying? So AI is not going anywhere. But it will. They didn't replace their paralegals. They let their paralegals and AI work together. And again, as I said, with Complete College Prospect, we have an unveil coming in like late July. And when you see the things that are being done, you'll understand. This is why we say we're not a recruiting company. We're not an exposure company. We're not any of that. We're a national hub for helping students and athletes and schools and counselors and parents to have success. And so we never consider anyone our competition, because there is no competition. We're the door. They just try to open doors. I'm fairly sure that most of them, those companies that you guys go to use, will eventually come to us to use our systems, even with their brands, because we're the door. And that's what working hand in hand with things has sped it up. Generations of ideas and things have been sped up. So I just want to make sure that I'm always on here, because this is what we believe as a corporation. We don't, all of our branches, all of our partners, they don't run from the things that are going to help us make life easier for you as an athlete or parents or teachers or whatever, right? We do what we do for a reason. So I'm always going to show it on this show. I want to keep you guys up to date.
Profoundly more powerful than it.
That shouldn't happen. I keep you up to date on what's going on, so that you can be aware and make moves in your life the way that you need to make them. I was chopping it up with my father-in-law this week, and he said something that was extremely profound. He heard it in college. He wasn't a great student in high school, but he passed college with a high GPA because he figured something out. And it's something that I've said it in a different manner to kids. And not just kids, but athletes in general that I've trained over the years. I've said it to them in a different way. But the way he said it, I think fits for everybody. And I truly believe that if you can understand this, no matter what it is, if you're a parent, if you are a coach, if you're an educator, whatever it is you do, this is something I believe it was, when I heard it, it was just profound to me. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to learn. In order to be successful, that's it. You have to learn how to learn. And once he figured out how to learn, he was able to get his grades up and do what he had to do. I'm telling you now, you have to learn how to learn. It doesn't matter. I tell athletes, you don't just watch film. You got to learn how to watch film. If you're just watching film any old kind of way, I don't care what sport you play or you compete in, if you're just watching it like you watch a TV show, then you're not watching it correctly. You're not learning anything from it. But you have to learn how to learn. And so for me, that's I think I'm taking that motto into the stratosphere with me, because it is so important, and I'm going to push it company wide. Because if you don't know something, or even if you do know something, you have to learn how to learn in order to perfect what you're doing. Most of you saw that Elon Musk became the first trillionaire in the history of the human world, right? I saw a lot of people get upset. He's not my favorite guy, right? But I saw a lot of people get upset because he was a trillionaire. I don't agree with that, because I could show you pictures of him and a bunch of, it's like 20 other guys that lived in a house together when they were broke, and they were all trying to figure out how to invent something, and they ended up creating PayPal and DoorDash and Uber and all these other things from this place of being broke. So they deserve everything that they have today. Apple was started in a garage. Amazon was started in a garage. GoPro was like a Kodak camera, an instant thing, right? These people, you can't get mad at someone for taking the information and creating something. And as athletes, I want you to do the same. I always say that the most important person on the team is the owner. The owner pays everybody's salary. So athletes, stop trying to be your favorite athlete just because they made $100 million in their contract. Someone paid the $100 million. To someone, that $100 million was $1. I really want you to understand that. To someone, that $100 million was $1, because they made so much money that $100 million resulted in being what would be the equivalent of $1 to you. Be prepared to invent something, but be prepared to give everything. That's the other thing for these men and women that have created these amazing corporations and companies. They were willing to sacrifice everything. Some of them had 2-3 mortgages on their homes. Some of them lived in their cars while they tried to make the business work. Some of them shared, like I said, there was 21 dudes in one house, not a big house, while some slept on floors and everything else. That's why Elon Musk believes in sleeping just on a mat in his office, because he lived that. That's not made up. They sacrificed everything to get this thing, and then they had to wait for someone to understand what the product was and its value. Because again, their businesses, SpaceX loses billions of dollars every year. That's a fact. Before it went to its IPO on Friday, Facebook never made $1 until it went to its IPO. X or Twitter never had any value. They made money to supply the brand, to pay the bills, but they never made money in the profit until they sold to Elon Musk. But these people they grinded and grinded and grinded until they got there, and they were willing to lose it all. See, that's the thing about Complete College Prospects. We've gambled everything. The firm, the corporation, everybody has gambled everything to give you, as athletes, as parents, as educators, as governing bodies, the best product to assist in saving money for your state, your school district, your home, and provide an unparalleled product. But you have to believe in it till people believe in it. Athletes, stop thinking that because you started playing today that you are the LeBron, the Jordan, the Brady, the Rodriguez. Like, stop that. They paid their dues to get where they are, and you must do the same. When I went from being a professional athlete to coaching to deciding to become a businessman, I thought that on day one I was due the same respect that I was due for putting in all the time to be an athlete. And I found out quickly that no, I needed to start at the bottom, not in the mailroom. When I say at the bottom, you lay in the foundation. You're out there in the sun. You've got to start at the bottom, and then you've got to pay your dues until it's time, until your time is there. And then what you pay attention to are the people that believed in you. So when you athletes are out there training and your family or friends are saying, well, you're always busy, those are not the people that were in your corner. The people that are in your corner are the ones that say, we understand and we will watch. Like Carrington said, her dad takes her everywhere. Her mom's going to run her around this week. The people that are willing to do that, the people that are willing to sacrifice with you, those are the people that were with you at the bottom, and they deserve to stand with you at the top once you've paid all your dues. Learn to learn. Learn to learn. All right, let's keep it moving. Bop, bop, bop. Hey, we got to talk about this Texas Academy. So, Rhino Sports Academy, there was a time when we were running it through kids went to school at Rhino Sports Academy while training all day and everything else. It's a very hard thing to do. It's complicated. This academy in Texas is outrageous. And I wanted to make sure when it was sent to me, I was like, yo, I got to put this up because I need people in other states to understand what their kids are up against. Like, legitimately, I'm not playing. I don't like the guys. I don't have a problem with the guys. I don't like the system there. But we have a thing called Game Changers here. That was it was Game Changers, me over here at Rhino Sports Academy. And then there's another one. I can never, the owner is super cool. He had a big building and they lost it. I cannot think of the name of his company. If I do, I'll throw it out there because I like him. It makes a difference. I want you to look at this Texas Academy, see what they're doing, and understand what your kid is up against.
This isn't a normal school. Yup, that's me, and this is a day in my life at one of the most unique sports schools, Texas Sports Academy. We start our mornings in the film room with a rally, getting our mindset locked in for the day. Now it's time for my 2-hour learning block. We finish all our academics in just 2 hours using AI tools, earning XP that turns into rewards, which are essentially gift cards when I finish my work. Then I can use those for whatever I want. Oh, and I'm actually 2 grades ahead of my age group. Then we were on the court for basketball skills training. Now it's lunchtime, and today was Pizza Friday. After that, we hit the weight room for a pro-level workout with elite trainers. Last thing we do for the day is up to us, and since it was Friday, I decided to hang with friends. Now, it's time to go home. And no, I don't have homework.
I just want you to understand, I told you, kids whose parents or grandparents were athletes, people that can afford to pay people from tier 1 that are on tier 2, the ones that can afford to pay for tier 1 information, the ones that are struggling and they're going to get it by hook or by crook. They're going to make it, or is that or die. And then there's everybody else that thinks that they could just be out in these streets working hard and that it's going to happen. Just because you saw one person make it from your community, that's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things you got to put in place. You got to find a way to put little things in place. I'm not telling you need to go to a sports academy, but you definitely need to find a way to get information, to put yourself adjacent to the information, so that you can, even if you catching the crumbs, you're still better off than the people that don't have anything. But in Texas, like this is what it is. They have high schools that are $100 million to build a school and a stadium and everything else. They're putting in college money. Texas is a monster. It is an absolute monster. And so this is what your kids are going to go up against. And don't say, well, that's not what, they don't have to worry about that till later. Later is when you're going to have a problem, because then it's too big a difference. I always tell football players in Vegas that they're behind. You know, they allow them to practice here 3 days a week in youth. I'm like, in other states, it's 5 days a week. Some states you could go 6 days a week. Colorado, you could go 5 days a week. Texas, you could go 5-6 days a week. So every week from the time they start playing, say they start at 6, every single week till they get to college, they are adding up days that they're behind their competition. These are the things you have to look at to see how far you're behind and how much you got to work at. And so when you get kids that get to go to this, and again, there goes AI. They're using AI tools to help with studying and to help with their education in these programs, to assist these kids in getting further and further and further, and a lot faster. And it provides a lot more opportunity for them to have a life after school and to have the ability to train all day. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm going to put it out here, not to depress anybody or not to make someone feel like they can't make it. You can. You absolutely can. You can make, I would listen to the big fella. You can make it. But you have to understand the game that you're playing in order to make it. If you're at home and you believe that me and my parents are outside going over a little bit of information, maybe doing a couple of drills, maybe lifting a little bit of weights. I know a parent right now, 2 parents that thought that, and they went and did whatever. Now they call themselves training their kid. That guy he's dead in the water. He is absolutely dead in the water. They just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? So these things are important. And that's why I provide you the information, not to deter you, but to motivate you to have some understanding of what you need to do. Let's go. Oh, evaluations.
If you're not height, weight, speed qualified by the time you're a sophomore in high school, the Power 5 or Power 4 schools are going to pass you by. You're not going to be a recruit. So you're going to end up going to a school in a, quote, less conference. And the good ones who thrive there, that's AAA baseball for the big guys. Go down there and get that guy and have him transfer up. And if you do a better job, that's where recruiting comes in. If you do a better job with that group, you will have better backups and even better starters. Indiana's the prime example. Coach Signetti brought with him, I think, pretty close to a dozen people from James Madison. And, you know, they won a historic national championship with them. But the fact that there is no cap creates an imbalance that's really, really hard to overcome. And the way to overcome it is through better evaluation. But that means that you have to increase the evaluation staff and put less emphasis on the recruiting part of it. And it's hard for assistant coaches who spent their whole careers, or even head coaches who spent their whole careers at the college level, to let that recruiting part go.
The world is changing. This is why the changes over the last 2 years that have happened with Complete College Prospects, it was great to see this coach come up and start talking about this, because that's why all the changes that happened over at Complete College Prospects happened, is because we knew that the recruiting had to change. The recruiting world had to change in order for these coaches to have better evaluations. When you recruit an athlete, you really don't base it on much. You don't base it on, you hope that you're not going to go to school and catch a case or get pregnant or do something crazy or whatever. You hope that, right? But that was it. Outside of that, it was, can they get into the school? Can they play? But now so much more has to get involved. Like I said, there's hedge funds that are now becoming the parent company of the LLC that the high school athletic departments are becoming. And so recruiting was going to change, because what you would do with investing money is different than what you would do with recruiting. You will be a lot more thorough in your evaluation of an athlete. And so that's why the day is coming when complete college prospects is the only way, because these coaches are going to find that they can't, they already are, that you can't go out and your recruiting department is stuck in a way. It's in a pattern. Your recruiting department is stuck in a pattern. The old ways of doing things are now past, and you need to catch up immediately, and you need a full perspective on an athlete. So when I see these recruiting companies pop up, I'm like, what they don't understand is you're a dying dinosaur as a recruiting company. That's why we were never a recruiting company, and we continue not to be. We just have a recruiting department that deals with everything as we build out the whole thing for the athlete and the family. It's why we allow them to follow us and we support them, is because we understand that we're not playing the same game. So there's no competition there. But this is the way that these things are going. And so parents, players, educators understand this. Coaches are going to start asking different questions. Recruiting is going to be different. You're finding more questionnaires with schools now, where they want to get a lot more information before they ever even decide to talk to you. Recruiting is definitely changing, because now it is a decision about whether or not to go into business with you, because you're going to be the face of their program, or the face of a sport that you play, the face of the campus. It messes with TV money. It messes with the imagery for NIL, not just for you, but for schools. So this is big business now, and now these schools are deciding to make business decisions. That's why you're going to see a salary cap come down the pipe. That's coming. That there's zero questions about that. That's coming. Per position, probably not. There'll be lawsuits, but per sport, probably. But a salary cap will be coming. And so they are finding out quickly that they are turning into businesses. And so it's important that you guys get on board and figure that part out yourselves too. If you don't start treating your kid and that thing as a company, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You've got to go become a member of Complete College Prospect for that. But I will tell you now, like, I've turned my son into a business, period, himself into a company, so that he's ready at all these steps. But that's information you could get at CCP. I've given out enough information without you being over there. You need to do that. So yeah, there you go. Let's go. Let's get to coast. And then I want to come back with these kids that got suspended for fake cigar. It's so dumb, man. It's so dumb. Coast to Coast, Mark Gibson, he got a bunch of bangers in here too. Some great athletes. I'm so excited to have them on the show. And again, all you athletes that are going to be in here, you have an open invitation. If you're receiving that golden ticket that's been going out from the Who's Up Next show, that's for an interview. So do it, don't do it, that's your business. There's always going to be kids that do. We appreciate those kids because they're pushing for the future. So remember, when you don't respond, and we only send them out on X, there ain't going to be any Instagram or anything like that. So when you receive it and you don't respond, we pass you by. And so we can tell that you've read the message. And so if you've read the message and made a decision, that's great for you. But remember, when the time comes that you come up short and maybe you don't get the offers that you want, that you didn't do everything you could to get the offers you want. And we can't hold your hand through it. If you've been showcased on this show in any form or fashion, you have an open invitation, period. We'll never turn you down. So because our guys went out there and worked their butts off and found you. So there you go. Coast to coast markets.
Rolling through the cities, dreams in the backseat. Small town kid, now they all wanna track me. From the west to the east, I feel the heartbeat. Every athlete grinding, that's where the facts be. Late nights, early mornings, chasing what they believe. Told them keep their head high when they got nothing to see. Now they turn that pressure into history. Every mile, every scar, that's a victory. Mark on the road, yeah, he never slows down. Hidden gems shining when the cameras roll round. From the first step, look what we found now. One shot, one chance, let the whole world know now. Coast to coast, coast to coast, tell their story, let it go. Coast to coast, coast to coast, watch the next one rise up slow. Every dream gets a name, every mile builds fame. Coast to coast, coast to coast, we was born for this game. No matter where you're from, keep your eyes on the prize. Every champion started with the fire in their eyes. Crossing state lines, watching futures arise. Mark got the spotlight, but it's them now we hype. From the track to the court, from the field to the room. Got a whole lot of hope in the shape of a boom. They've been working in the dark, now they come into bloom. And the whole map lean when the new stars move. Mark on the road, yeah, he never slows down. Hidden gems shining when the cameras roll round. From the first step, look what we found now. One shot, one chance, let the whole world know now. Coast to coast, coast to coast, tell their story, let it go. Coast to coast, coast to coast, watch the next one rise up slow. Every dream gets a name, every mile builds fame. Coast to coast, coast to coast, we was born for this game. When the road get long and the faith feel thin, he remind them who they are, let the light back in. From the west to the east, let the new ones win. This ain't just a segment, it's where it began. Coast to coast, coast to coast, tell their story, let it go. Coast to coast, coast to coast, watch the next one rise up slow. Every dream gets a name.
Welcome back. That's Mark Gibson, Coast to Coast. Like I said, another bunch of good athletes. Man, I really wish that everybody got the same love that like football gets with the schools and things where they really dial in on the video work instead of it having to be parents. I wish that we were universally giving the same love to everybody so that there was a certain quality of film. But parents, keep doing what you're doing. I don't care what the film looks like. I mean, as long as it's not shaky, we're going to put it up. You're doing your kids the best service by getting the film. And hopefully one day we will force all of these sports to, everybody charges an arm and a leg to play. So why not supply video of the entire game? I don't understand that. We need to do better in the sports world to make sure that no matter what the sport, we're getting great film so that these kids can get great film out and showcase their hard work. So that's everybody, ECNL, everybody. I've said it. It is what it is. Get on top of your job. Get on top of your job. Stop it. Just stop it. We can do better. I know we can do better. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to show these kids real quick. I'm tired of the zero tolerance policy, right? We have a zero tolerance policy on everything with kids, but the adults around the kids, we don't have a zero tolerance policy. We don't have a zero tolerance policy on teachers that decide they don't want to come to work today or whatever, or they want to do whatever. We don't have zero tolerance policies on parents that do a shoddy job. We don't have zero tolerance policy on our politicians, on our cops, on our judges, on our road workers, on our whatever, like everybody else. We only have zero tolerance when it comes to kids. We're at a place now that if your kid is being bullied and they defend themselves, they get in trouble too. When the hell did that become appropriate? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I don't get political on the show, you know what I'm saying? But I think I can't use that anymore because there's some things that you should stand up for. Zero tolerance took maybe a once in a lifetime thing from these young men and this school, not just these young men, but the school. It was a picture. They weren't smoking. They weren't doing, I don't care if it had been real cigars. They weren't smoking. It was a thing for graduation. They were just posing for a photo, and they took away their chance to even attempt to win a state title in lacrosse, and that school district should be ashamed of themselves. But we do that here in Nevada as well. Our NIAA tends to not care when it comes to their rules. They don't bend on them. It's insanity. And high school is 4 years and you're gone. It's 4 years you will never get back. You can't do it over. You can't relive it. You can't do anything but regret. You know what I'm saying? You can't, once it's here, it's so fleeting. It seems like it's going to be 4 years that are going to last forever, and those 4 years are gone in a blink of an eye. And yet we punish these kids for everything. Everything. So I had to put it on the show.
It's supposed to be one of the biggest games of their lives, and it all ended right here as they were about to get on the bus, all because of a graduation photo featuring cigars. They were one game away from the state championship, and now they'll never know.
We don't even get to lose. Like, that's what hurts. Like, you don't even get to play to see what happens.
The Ipswich High School boys lacrosse team had to forfeit their semifinal game, not because the MIA made them, but because school administrators suspended several players over this graduation photo.
Next day, Monday comes, and we're getting news that we all might be getting suspended, and we won't be able to play our one of the biggest games, I'd say, of the year for us or my whole life.
Student athletes can't use tobacco products during their season under the rules, but parents say the cigars weren't real.
You can see in some of the photos of the remnants of all the tea bags that were ripped open, the boxes that were ripped open, the receipt from Shaw's that I had that showed when I bought them and how I bought them.
John Giannakakis says he made the fake cigars himself. He even brought one to show school leaders, and at first he says the principal told him the kids were good to go.
He admitted they were cleared and they could play twice on a man's handshake, and a man doesn't go back on their word on a handshake, and he did.
The superintendent drove off when we tried to ask him about the decision, which left the team short on players, forcing them to forfeit just hours before the game.
I feel like it could have been handled better. Like, telling us just 4 hours in advance that we couldn't play was definitely crazy.
Everyone was in shock. We had no clue what was happening.
Now, instead of playing for a championship, their season ends on the sidelines, with questions about how this all unfolded still unanswered.
Listen, everything about that was stupid. The exact language says the use of tobacco products. No one lit up. Even if they had been real cigars, they didn't use them. It was a prop. And so what the school staffs, I get that these teachers and these school administrators are like, they want to be respected, but then do respectable things. We can't sit here and tell these kids to be better towards you, or these parents to give you a break when you won't give their kids a break. Sometimes you can't be lazy about the way that you do justice. In this situation, nothing was served, just something was taken. For what you taught these kids is, even if they do right, they'll be punished. I don't know in what world that is a lesson that should be learned. That if I do right, I will still be punished. I mean, it happens all the time, but it doesn't make it okay. They'll never get that chance. Even if you put that same team in the following season, there's nothing to say that they'll be as good as the next team again to get to that accomplishment. Playing for a state title seems like it's frivolous to most adults, but the truth of the matter is it's special. It's damned hard to compete in, damned hard to make it to, and the amount of luck that has to go into that situation, because you have to be better than the other people every day. And then for you to not even have the decency to roll your window down and just, if you feel so strongly about that you're standing on business, then stand on business. If you decided, if the NIAA could wipe their hands up and say, hey, we didn't suspend them, but the school can say they suspended it, it means no one was holding your feet to the fire and saying that this had to be this way. If they had lit them, then I could understand, because if they had lit them, then it means that they were using them even if they were playing around, and that you can violate them for, because that's the rules. But having them as a prop in a picture is stupid. You should never have taken that from them. So next year, when the kids come to school and they choose to not have the same respect for you, when those parents show up and they don't have the same respect for you, remember, you created the scenario. That's the facts. Look, I tell kids all the time, people will kill you in your dreams with their love, not hate. I'm sure that administrator was like, hey, I'm doing it with, like, I got to teach them that rules are rules. This is what happens. The people that think that they care about you will destroy your future with their love, because they won't bend on it to see that their love is what's getting in the way. They're wanting to do what's best for you. Sometimes it's what's getting in the way when they need to bend on those things. That was not correct. If anything else like that happens, hit me up, send it to the show. We're gonna make sure we put the name of the school up. I won't put up the administrator because that's not fair. You can go find the story. I'll make sure that you have a place to find the story. But those kids at Ipswich, they should have been able to play. Like the one kid said, it broke my heart when he said, we didn't even get the opportunity to lose. I'm gonna end the show right there. This kid said the most profound thing that outside of the learn that I've heard in a while. He said, we didn't even have the opportunity to lose. That's what it means to even have the opportunity to compete. So for you people that don't understand what competition is, that's what competition is. It means that I get a chance to go out and do a thing, and whether I hope to win, but at least I have the opportunity to try to win if I lose. Look, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you always being here with me on the Who's Up Next show. We always have great athletes, great scenarios. And Mark Gibson and them and Kevin Moses are out there banging it out. Jason, Mike Mutz, the high school sports stars guys, everybody's out there putting in the work so we can put on a great show. Continue to do what you do. Look for our guys out there while they do what they do. We're going to get you on the show. If you've been on the show, you're open to an invite. That's period. Let me make sure to run this banner, because, I didn't. There goes some, a quick saying, quick quote. Tropium Magazine is looking for nominations for their Global 50 that comes out in July. All you got to do is go to Real Tropium 23 at X. Anybody can nominate an athlete, period, across the board, parents, coaches, whoever, doesn't matter, friends. You just got to go over there and DM them and leave a message that says you'd like to nominate this player. They're going to choose 50 that are going to make the July edition. You know what it is on the Who's Up Next show. Mark and them aren't the only ones that can put out athletes that think that we should take a look at them. You guys can put them out there too. I'll create a whole nother segment that the people nominated athletes to come on the show and be featured. Matter of fact, we're gonna put that on the schedule. We're gonna create a whole segment that's just for that. We got Mark and Kevin. It's gonna be one where the people and coaches nominated some athletes as well. We'll get them in a segment as well. If you're not a member of Complete College Prospect, go do that. What's coming down the pipeline is what's there already is crazy. And it's not an option. If you're doing anything else, you're just making a mistake. It's just that simple. And what's coming down the pipeline in the next month and a half is you'll see. We don't worry about competing because we can't be competed with. We don't worry about selling you on a product because the product sells itself. We won't give you a pitch because all you have to do is go take a look at it. It's not an if, it's that you should be. And if you're not there, you should be asking yourself why you're not there. That's it. That full stop. I love you guys. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a Sunday except right here with the Guerrilla Army doing what I do every Sunday. It's special to me because you're special to me. I'm strong because my village is strong. I can't wait to see you guys next Sunday. I'm the big fella. I love you guys, and I'm out.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the show. Laughs and games before you go. From the first to the final. No flex. You know who's up.